What's up, guys? I'm over here at Second Life once again, and we're at M plus K shipyard. I'm going to test out this bad boy right here, which is a frigate. It's a pretty big one. It's not the biggest. This one here actually happens to be the biggest. This would be the Indian Man. But looking at the draft on it, it's really freaking deep, and Second Life's not really that deep. This one here is a little bit more shallow, so I'm going to go with this one so I don't bottom out. But this one has more guns. I like guns. Let's go. Res a demo. So basically the story behind these ships here, there's two people that actually make them. One does the meshing on them, probably on Blender or something like that, to make it look all fancy, and then the other one does the codes. Hence the reason why it's called N plus K, because N plus K would be the names. I know one of the owners' name is, I believe, Nicole, and the other one with the K, I think, is like Kevin or something like that. So yeah, that's the reason behind the N plus K name. But they made a pretty amazing, I gotta zoom in here so I can read a little bit better. It's too small. There we go. Where's the frigate? There it is. Let's go ahead and res that one. I think that's how you res it. Alright, there we go. You gotta hit the res button. And accept the HUD. Go ahead and put that on right now. There we go, and this time I'm not going to make the mistake of having my animation override on, which is called AO. Take that off before boarding. Come over here to the helm. And by the way, you can actually walk all around this ship if you want to. You can go down here and you can actually go into these rooms. Captain's quarters got a bed. Open that door. The cabin where you can do your map charting or whatever. It's pretty detailed, pretty good. Not, I wouldn't say highly detailed, but it's good enough. And then it's got all the guns here. See, I got the HUD on so I can actually put all the guns out. There we go. Go ahead and close that back up. Alright. So basically I'm going to sail today. Let me pop open the map. Let's see, where are we going to go? So we're right here. Can we actually see me? Yeah, I have a crosshair this time. So we're going to go... So we're going to go down here. Maybe cross over here, and we're probably going to go to this area. I would like to go there, but there's probably going to be some sluts there that are probably running around halfway naked or naked. And YouTube doesn't allow that, so I won't be doing that. So right here's where we're going to go. It's a nice little lighthouse. And keep the video short too. So go ahead and close this map out. And zoom out here a little bit so I can see what we're doing. We got the pirate flag on, sweet. Alright, so click on this here. Here we go. Now I got the sails open. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and pop a sail configuration here. I'm gonna start off with these three, just to get her moving. She's moving. I'm gonna have to give it a little bit of rudder. because the wind is pushing it into the dock, which I do not want. And go ahead and click here to move all the mast. A little too much right about there. And we will go ahead and start firing off the sails individually. Oh yeah, love the demo sign. Luckily though, this demo here, getting close to that dock, doesn't have no time limit. As long as I don't hit a bad sim, I should be able to sail this thing pretty much forever. So I'm gonna go ahead and face. You see the wind is moving too. Constantly moving. Alright, let's go ahead and start popping up some more sail configuration. Go ahead and pop out these three here. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and set the royals. Got the royals set. I need a trim here. There we go. And straighten out a little bit. Go ahead and get some more jibs going. There we go. Let's go ahead and set that spanker. Set it right about there. Deploy it. And let's go ahead and get the courses out. And the final jib as well. Which is this one here in the front that just... Alright, we're at full sails now. And let's go ahead and go into a tack. And I'm going to basically pop out radar just so I can see the sim crossings. There we go. Yeah, I need a swinger in this way. There we go. Hopefully this sim is good. Ease off the spanker. And swing her back around. The other sim there, as you can see on the map, had shallow water. This one does too, but I'm keeping it in the deep. And the wind. So yeah, we're basically got side wind there. Keep switching back and forth. Just makes it a little bit more challenging. But yeah, we're sailing. Little island right there. Yep, it's pretty relaxing sailing. Pretty much there's not a whole lot to see other than just water when you're out here. I like it. Doing about 6 knots, dropping down to 5 knots because we're starting to head into the wind now. Which is fine. These ships were never really that fast. But I gotta constantly keep adjusting the rudder. However the wind changes or whatever, it affects how the ship handles. Plus you can also use the sails too to actually make this turn if I want it to. Like for instance, if I want to make it turn, I could always use the spanker. By setting it a little bit harder, it'll push it into the wind, or I can ease it off and it'll make me go straightish. Basically like flying an airplane. Depending on how you move the sails, it'll make the ship sail differently. Right now we're at full sails, which we probably don't need to be when we're going upwind. So I'm going to go ahead and reduce some of these right here since we sim cross. There's a sim cross. I'll take the courses off. And you'll see how the now being pulled a little bit more. Take the royals off. We got to readjust. There we go. And there's a ship that all suddenly appeared out of nowhere. We're going to go around that yacht. Maybe we might not be able to go around the yacht, so I'm going to... I guess we're going to sail this way. If you heard that in the background, that's my father sneezing. I'm going to do a tack into the wind. So basically what you do is you click on this right here, and we're going to flip this way. We're going to move the spanker this way. And basically we'll be tacking into the wind. We might go backwards. Looks like we're going to go backwards. I'll turn the rudder to assist. There we go. Let's see if we can go upwind here. Looks like we can. And turn the front one. There we go. Let's get a little bit more sail action here. Pick up our speed. Riding right on the wind. Yeah, I don't want to use the main course's sails. It might drag the ship a little bit too much to the side. And we got to cross right there where that ship is in the island. That will appear once we get back into render view. I'm going to go ahead and take these sails down because they're just fluttering in the wind. There's the island I was telling you about. We just might have to take it slow. There we go. Yeah, I go ahead and straighten out these masts. I can get a little bit more spanker if I need, or less. Looks like we're going to clear it just fine. But this would be the sail configuration that you'd need for sailing upwind, using the staysails, the spanker, and the jibs. This here would be the jibs. These would be the staysails, and this right here would be the spanker. So for the sails here on the mainmast, and this is the forward mast, and this is the mizzen mast. So we're going to basically right here on the mainmast, this sail, if it was deployed, would be the corset. This right here would be the tecalums, and up very top would be the royals, if you guys wanted to know. I'm going to have to see if I can actually record my other game, which is Naval Action, which is a little bit better on the eyes. But this, believe it or not, actually sails more realistically than the ship does in Naval Action. In a way. Like, you can control every sail here. In Naval Action, you can't. It goes through a systematic of sets, but the sailing is basically the same when it comes to maneuvering. You just have more control here. So yeah, we're just sliding right past that little island. And as you can see on the map here, we did drift from this line to there. And I do have my rudder countering it. I'm going to go ahead and give it a little more spanker. There we go. Because we are definitely right in the wind line. And once we get past this little shallow here, let me see. Take a look under the ship. Something you can't do in Naval Action. Yeah, we don't want to run into that, so I think I want to go this way. So we'll go ahead and just start turning. And an easy way to do that, to make it turn faster, would be to set the decalum in the front here. I'll go ahead and turn that. And it'll grab the wind, and the wind is going to push that front end past that shallow. And I'm really going to turn to assist it. Full rudder. Let's see, yeah, we want to head that way. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and set the other decalums up to stop from turning. And we will ride this line and go ahead and start setting the royals up there on top. And we're pretty much clear, so I'm going to go ahead and set the courses now. And we start going fast again. There we go. Now I'm just going to ride that wind line as far as I can this way until I can do another tack. Hopefully a little bit faster tack this time. Looks like we got some shallow. Man, this is shallow here. So this is why I took this ship. So I did not. Yeah, I gotta turn. Avoid hitting that. Now this is why I didn't take the other ship. The other ship is for much deeper water. And there's other spots in Second Life that has a lot deeper water. This is not one of them. The Blake Sea is very shallow. I mean, this ship here is too deep for this sea, as you can see. But you can tell, though, by looking at the water, right? That's a shallow spot. Do another sim cross here. There we go. So I'm going to do a tack somewhere right around here, and we'll start going back this way. Yeah, wind's really turning. This is a good spot. So I'm going to go ahead and select this and start turning. And hopefully I don't hit that buoy. And then we'll set this right here like that. And as soon as we make it through the wind, yeah, we did. We didn't even go backwards that time. And set the front. Try to grab that wind again. There we go. Awesome. Gotta miss that buoy there. Don't want to hit that. The buoys in this game apparently are indestructible and will stop you at a dead stop and probably sink your ship if you hit it hard enough. Yeah, the ship does have damage. There's another buoy. And so yeah. Really doesn't want to go this way. We'll get it. There's one thing people didn't realize about the Age of Sail. The wind really does play a big factor on how long it's going to take you to get to a place, even if it's very close by. However, though, going up into the wind, if you were to be a pirate, would be ideal, because then when you see a ship going downwind, you can turn around and chase it. If you can get the weather gauge just right, it should give you the advantage, because then they'd have no choice but to run from you, and when they're running from you, you can easily catch them, especially if they're overloaded and weighed down. Your ship will be faster, because you'll have the lighter ship. And there's some cross. Yeah, that wind's really turning. It's making us go south. And I want to go east. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write it down the edge of the sim here, because it seems like, there is a wind pattern in this game, believe it or not, the way they made this sailing system for this ship. Every sim has its own wind pattern. If you look at the entire map, here, let me pop that open. That'll make an idea. Let me get myself straightened out here. So basically, the wind is doing a circular pattern like that, and also like this way, and then back out this way. If I was to move but yeah, that's what's happening. So it's just like real life. So I think right here would be a good spot for me to go ahead and throw another tack. And we're going to go backwards on this one, so I will adjust the rudder, set the other forward mast ready to spin as soon as we catch the wind, which will be right here. I waited a little too long to do that, but it's fine. We are going east now. Kind of east. There we go. So yeah, apparently there's a fine line between one way and another, so the more I go this way, the more I'm going to keep turning this way because of the wind, because of the wind pattern. So I need to get a little bit more out this way. I just want to get into a little bit deeper water and where there's less crap in the way. I might just have to zigzag to get there. But I will get there. Yeah, see. Just like I told you, how it's making me go a little bit more. Now we're starting to go northeast, which is fine. We're still going east. I just can't go directly into irons, which is straight into the wind. So I gotta go at like an angle, like a 45-degree angle into the wind, and then cut back across. I'm gonna go into the next sim, and then I will do another tacking procedure. Because then we'll be needing to go. Whoa, it got shallow here. And there's a bread buoy that way. This is a really bad spot. Alright. I see the lighthouse that I'm trying to get to, so yeah, I just need to go south and see if we can get there. This would be a good place to tack. So let's go ahead and tack. Got that ready to go. We're going backwards now. And right there. That was a good tack. And the ship is going to start going. And try not to hit any of this shallow stuff. Man, that's got to be so close. If you can see the land underneath like that, that's bad. I'll move this way a little bit, keep it in that deep little valley. What I like about this though, it gives me the view from up top like if I was in the crow's nest. Gives me a better view of the water. And don't let that water in front of you fool you, because the sim there hasn't rezzed in. There it goes, now it rezzed in. This is I believe this is the lighthouse. As soon as it comes in closer view, you'll see everything start rezzing in. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and start stopping. So I'll bring in the Corsus, and then I'll bring in the Royals, and then the Tekellums, and then I will slowly start taking in some of these Statesels. There we go. The outer jib, and then the spanker, and what would be called just the jib, and then we have the inner jib right here, which is still out, and we'll go ahead and drop the inner jib and the staysails right here. Oops. So now we're basically ready to drop anchor. So I'll go ahead and drop anchor. Wham! We are parked. So on port side would be the lighthouse. If I click the menu here for the thing and go to back here, go to deck. So that would be starboard rail, which we don't want, and that'd be port side. If I go to port side, wait, wrong port side. Let's see. Here we go. So that was, yeah, that was the bow, right? So rail. Here we go. Port side rail. You get the nice view of the lighthouse, and there's an air balloon. Apparently somebody is flying. But let me go ahead and cam this for you. Yeah, got a chick there. Looks like she's coming in for a landing. But yeah, this is a nice ship. Go ahead and fire off these cannons. We'll do this side here. Nice. And I will end my video here later.